Hello and welcome back to the Late Winner FPL Show podcast. Welcome Saurabh and Rishabh. Welcome back to for the Differentials episode. We've already covered a few transfer tips for our viewers. I think I'm pretty happy to say that I think I would like to keep on a personal perspective. I would like to keep Ronaldo and Lukaku both in my squad right now, rather than just alternating between these two. I think that I don't want to miss out. I think Ronaldo is fixture proof, which I think is our word for Ronaldo, which we're trying to associate right now with him. So let's
It's
see
a
and hope.
it's a big dilemma, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that we are managing our own personal teams as well outside of the Late Winner FPL Show team. It's crazy to manage two teams. I don't know. I've already missed the gun on Ronaldo this last week, so I'm very disappointed with my points anyway. So I
Thanks to
hope to
me,
come back.
right?
I hope to come back. Yeah, obviously
Thank-
thanks to you. Your stupid birthday actually ruined it for me. I slept while drinking.
Not my concern, but okay. Uh, okay, so before we move forward from the nonsense which you'll hear forward as well, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our videos and follow us on the social media handles for which you can find the links in the description below. So let's start right away with the differentials for this week. We also for this week we want to cover not only differentials where we are talking about the next couple of from the next 4 5 weeks. We also want to talk about a couple of players who are actually going to be differentials maybe in this week itself. So Saurabh, let's start with you and your love affair with Sadio
Yes, it's the love affair has actually grown just because that Ronaldo has now come to Premier League and it's difficult to manage FPL more than ever. So it's just that every other point 1 million or 1 million something of that sort does matter to create a more stable team, and that's why Sadio Mane comes as a pick as a differential. I'm definitely shocked to see that it is just 2.7% ownership for Mane. He's not that bad of a player that we all definitely know. He's definitely a good differential. Price again, he his price dropped by point 0.1 I think this week only, from 12 to 11.9. Even though he has already scored 2 goals and 1 assist that you can see on your screen, the conversion rate has not been very impressive. It's just close to 10% from the 22 goal attempts he has had. He has only scored 2 goal attempt. He has only scored two goals. And As I mentioned in the yesterday's video in the transfer tips, I think Mane has the highest of the expected goals. 3 point, he stands at the top with 3.65 with of xg. uh, uh, Expected assist is not bad also, the 0.37, and based on the fixture that Liverpool has in the next 5 games and the way they've been playing in the way they've played in the previous 4 games, I easily see that Mane will get a lot of chances again. It's up to him how much he's able to capitalize on those chances. But again, in the game against I think it was Crystal Palace, right? That they played over the past weekend.
No, no,
Leeds,
Sorry, Leeds
they
Leeds
United. My
United.
bad. My bad. My
Leeds.
bad. Leeds United. Sorry, I was watching that game. Yeah. Sorry. Leeds. They were playing against Leeds United, and I can easily say that Mane could have easily scored 3 to 4 goals at least. Uh, and he just squandered those chances, man. I don't know. I'm very sad for him. I'm very sad for me also, because if he would have scored those goals, I would have definitely subbed him, subbed Salah out, and got Mane in my team, at least in my team, not in the FPL team that we are talking about. But yeah, a great differential to look out for. Have Just keep track of him. I think for the next game week and the next 5 6 game weeks, Liverpool does not have a tough extra run. So one player that you can bank on, I think.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people I think might not know, but against Crystal Palace, actually Sadio Mane has actually a tremendous record. He scored 9 goals in the last 3 years itself. So I mean that speaks a lot for itself. And on the other hand, Salah has actually 6 goals. So there's one thing which you might want to consider. You can actually bring him in for this week itself and like bring Salah back again in the next game week, because you see, I mean, the price tag for Salah has actually not changed. So So it's not like you're losing out on anything, or you're losing your money in that aspect. It's fine in that aspect. So you can definitely bring him. If you want to just go for a differential pick for this week and like see if actually it works out or not, you can actually try it, and maybe hopefully it pays off for you guys, because I mean I'm pretty happy with the discussions which we've had so far, and I think we've made some sound judgments and sound picks in the last 4 weeks itself, and some of them have actually proven to be differentials and the watch list which we are talking about. So I think he can actually be of a big importance in the coming week. And look, talking about the points, I mean, you see that he scored 2 goals and 1 assist. I think looking at that itself, you see that Salah actually right now has 38 points in total, and Mane has 24. So I mean, he's not like way off or something. I know every point counts in FPL perspective, and like 14 points is a lot. But right now, I think obviously Mane can definitely make up that point difference which we're talking about. So it's I think if you want to go for him, you can look out.
Yeah, he gradually moves inside, like in the games I've seen. Like that's
Yeah,
why I think he gets a lot of more chances. Like I'm surprised that he had 22 goal attempts and he still has only 2 goals and 1 assist to show for it. So it's surprising. Yeah. So
yeah. I think
probably
again, yeah, the Leeds was
probably
a unlucky game, but
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah.
moving
Probably Saurabh's love affair will come into
absolutely,
fruit. Yeah. So it'll probably help our team. Hopefully, not going to jinx him.
absolutely. Just so moving forward, the next player which we I think have is Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, he definitely impressed me. I never expected him to be such a vital part of Crystal Palace. You can see his ownership is 4.3%. Price is really good, 5.6. Obviously, he's grown because of his 2 goals and assist in the last game as well. He's had 10 goal attempts and his XG is like it's crazy. One thing I noticed that he's on corners as well. What I can see, I don't really know at the moment if Crystal Palace are actually good at set pieces. From obviously from what I've seen, I don't think so. If from the highlights of the games, but I can do a little bit of research and maybe come and speak about it in the next game week episode. If actually we should think about Crystal Palace set piece options.
I think
XA
with
obviously,
sorry to interrupt there, but I think with
yeah,
respect to set pieces option, there is always a chance that he can provide an assist with Benteke on the field. Because in
yeah,
case of set
exactly.
pieces, Benteke will be there to take a header, and they have tarring centre backs as well. So I think with Conor Gallagher on the free kicks or on the corners, he can be an assist provider definitely with the likes of
Yeah,
Benteke or the centre backs
yeah,
that they have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, and to back up that point, I think if you see his pitch map as well, he's all over the pitch, man. So he's dominating the midfield. He's up in the box. He's providing crosses. He's in that poaching positions as well. So he's been doing everything right for Crystal Palace at the moment. Looking at his fixtures, yes, Liverpool is one. If you own him, probably I'll bench him for Liverpool fixture. I don't really think anything else than a Liverpool victory, and I don't think Crystal Palace are going to trouble Liverpool at all. But after that, the fixtures obviously change. Like Leicester is a red. I really don't think that if the way Leicester are playing at the moment, I really don't think Leicester is going to be that kind of a like they might still lose, but we're not discussing about a Premier League review here. We're thinking about maximizing our points. I can see a lot of points in the coming 4 fixtures at least from what I see. So he's definitely a one position that you should target. And he had given his price. I think everyone will jump on him. Right now, it's a differential. So maybe jump on him in the next 1 week or so after the Liverpool fixture, and you might get the profits.
Absolutely. So yeah, talking about our third pick for differentials is obviously Saint-Maximin from Newcastle. So I mean, he's actually played fairly well. I mean, he's actually exceeding my expectations in the first 4 weeks itself. I mean, looking at the opponents they faced, it was um, West Ham, that was Aston Villa, then it was Southampton, then obviously against they played against Man United as well. Obviously, they didn't they won only I think won. I think they won against Aston Villa, if I'm not wrong. But apart from that, they've actually not been able to. They've not won any of the games. But still, as a forward, he's still contributing on a regular basis. So talking about the XG and XA, I think it's in a favorable for a forward. And actually right now we shouldn't. He's actually given like 19 points in total in the first 4 game weeks itself, and we shouldn't be looking at who is at the top, because obviously Antonio has hit the purple patch, so he's has actually like 39 points in the first 4 weeks itself. But looking at the second place, we have actually Gabriel Jesus, who's actually has 26 points. We actually mentioned him in a previous video from yesterday with regarding transfer tips about whether we should actually bring him in place of 𝗕𝗲𝗏𝗧𝗏. So you can definitely check that video out and see if you want to bring him in or not. But yeah, coming back to this one, I think yeah, like Jesus right now has 26 points, and SaintMaximin has a 19. So he's not like any he's not off from the top positions as well. So he's actually been playing really well. And looking at Newcastle performance, they have actually been going forward and actually making those runs. It's not giving them the results which they want, but in terms of goal scoring, which is the only thing which you want to consider in terms of FPL, I think SaintMaximin is definitely a great pick, because right now I know that a lot of people actually picked uh, Ivan Toney in their teams from Brentford. But obviously that I think big stage is maybe giving him a lot of more pressure than he would have liked. So I think he's not been able to perform in the first 4 weeks. And looking at the next 6 fixtures for Brentford, they definitely are. I don't see that changing anytime soon. So his value will definitely be dropping more. So before you actually lose out on that points factor as well, I think you should probably bring in SaintMaximin, because in terms of price wise, I think he's a like for like replacement anyway. And I think you'll definitely be looking at the ownership also. I mean, it's not very high, so you can actually bring him in and get those points which he's actually delivering at this stage, because you never know from players like Newcastle. Like I mean, you can definitely they can hit a slump and then they might never recover. So actually right now he is on high on confidence. He has fresh legs right now, so you should definitely capitalize on that and bring him into the team. And looking at the last thing is looking at all the next 5 fixtures. They're pretty easy. I mean, I won't say apart from the Tottenham fixture, I think other 4 are definitely goals. Could be goal fest as well. So you should definitely bring him in, I think.
Yeah, just one thing I want to add. First thing is, I don't think Tottenham fixture will not be a goal fest. I think again it would be.
No, yeah, as I said, apart from the Tottenham, the other 4 can be goal fest.
I'm saying Tottenham also will be a goal fest.
Okay.
All time.
Okay.
So one thing
There's
that
no
I would
hope.
like to add first is a fact correction. We in the beginning, not in the beginning of this, when talking about SaintMaximin, we mentioned that Newcastle have won one of the games against Aston Villa, but it's not. But that is not the case. They only have 1 point up till now,
Okay.
and they have drawn against Southampton. Just a fact correction there. It was a 2-2 draw, but nevertheless. SaintMaximin and Newcastle both have been very effective in front of goals. They have been scoring goals. Definitely, they've been leaking out goals. We all know that, but they have been able to score goals. It was 2 goals against West Ham, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing against Aston Villa. 2 again against Southampton. 1 against Manchester United. So that's a pretty good amount of goals I've already gotten in the first 4 games. And SaintMaximin has assisted, as you can see, 2 and scored 1. So
He's been at the heart of it for every
exactly,
goal.
and he's making those runs. As Roel mentioned, this is the time to cash in on him, given that we are out of numbers in the forwards. Having Callum Wilson out again from Newcastle, he'll be not playing for a certain while. DCL is out, we all know, and Antonio out for the next week. So these 3 are kind of prime players that any manager would look for a cheaper option. Like all are like around 7 or 8, not very expensive, but you are getting Eden SaintMaximin for the price of 6.5, which is a very good pick.
Yeah. Talking about the next player, I hope Saurav will not correct me in fact checking, because they have lost all three of them and only won one of their games. So I think I'm right over there, Saurav. Talking about Nicolas Pepe, why we're discussing about Arsenal, and their fixtures are very easy at the moment. Yes, they scored. I think they had about 30 shots or something against Norwich City, but it had only one goal to show for that. The thing is that I think Arsenal will only improve from here. Burnley themselves are not really good in terms of defending. Tottenham might be a cagey affair. You don't really know. I think Saurabh already said like he's expecting a goal fest against Newcastle. So I guess we can have it against Arsenal. I don't know. I know like he doesn't rate Arsenal at the same level as Newcastle at the moment. So yeah, right. So it might not be the case. But Brighton, Crystal Palace, and again Aston Villa, these three games again can present a lot of goals for Arsenal as well. You look at his XG, it's 1.04. It's decent. I wouldn't say that it's a lot, but it's decent. And his goal attempts and chances created actually are a lot. Like for an Arsenal side who did not score a lot of goals not a lot, who scored 0 goals in the first 3 games. Yes, 0 goals, and they have only scored 1 goal in the entire season up until now. So yeah, for goal attempts and chances created to have 10 and 9 respectively, I think that's a lot coming from them. Also, one thing to point out is that he's been in the box very much. Looking at his heat map, he's been in the box very much. So again, these teams that you're already seeing it below in the next 5 fixtures, they're not very good defensively. So we can see a lot of goals from Arsenal in the coming weeks, and Nicolas Pepe can be at the heart of it. One thing I just saw is that before the season was ending, he was playing kind of in a similar position. I think Arteta changed his position a little bit to go a little bit forward, and he delivered a lot of points in the last 3 game weeks of the last season as well. So he's still playing up there. So you might see a little bit of the returns. Given his price, it's a good kind of a differential to have. We all know, again, I'm not going to repeat the same thing again, but all looking to get premium forwards and premium midfielders in our team now, just because of the sheer amount of options that we have in those positions. So he's a good pick to have if anybody is looking into cash in on a differential Arsenal pick. Yeah,
Absolutely. I think that's a right pick. And I think, yeah, I mean, given the way actually Arsenal have actually played, you won't actually consider having players like Nicolas Pepe in the team. So this is definitely going to be a big differential in the future. And I think any Arsenal player could be, but yeah, talking about Pepe, I mean, he's definitely great. So he's actually performed really well. So let's look into it, and hopefully some of the people actually want to take the risk and get in the Arsenal players as well. So let's wrap up this differential topic over here. And I think thank you, Saurabh and Rishabh, for giving your observations on the players, and thank you for joining in as well. Obviously, do remember to our viewers, do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us any comments you have, any differential picks you want to think we should consider as well. I mean, definitely let us know. We'd like to know as well. So we'll interact with you more in the comment section or on the social media handles, for which you can find the links in the description below. So reach out to us there anywhere you like. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our videos, and follow us on the social media handles. So thank you guys, and do stay tuned for the tomorrow's episode for the team reveal or the wildcard picks, which we might have. So let's look into that as well. So yeah, thank you guys.
Rohil revealed it.